Firstly, congratulations on the new deal. How does it feel to get the deal done and be back with the club next season?
Yeah, it's good. I think there's conversations ongoing from the end of last season. So to finally get it done and done with, it's good. And now we just look forward to starting the season in a couple of weeks and get going.
If we touch on last season, obviously you came in on deadline day in January. How do you assess that period of your time with the club?
Yeah, I think for me it was the first 4 months of playing men's football. So it was, there was a few challenges. Obviously, as a squad, we know it wasn't good enough, and coming into that was hard. But hopefully, there was some good moments last season. So hopefully, for me this year, is just about having a good pre-season, getting going, and hopefully many more of them moments can come next season.
And what were some of the key factors in getting you to sign back on with the club next season?
I think I spoke to the manager a couple of days ago, and he just went through like his plans and how he sees me as a player, and how he thinks I can help the team this year, and I think from that conversation it made me realise like if I go back and work hard, obviously, then hopefully I can bring many more of them goals and assists and help the team.
And with that in mind, how excited are you to build on your first few months of the club and deliver more moments like obviously your goal against Gillingham and then obviously the goal at Tranmere here as well?
Yeah, like I say, that's what I enjoy doing most, and that's what I'm best. That's my best part of my games is scoring, assisting goals and like being exciting in the final third. And obviously, I showed moments of it last year, and then different situations on game time and things like that. It didn't work out how I'd wanted it to work, but hopefully going into a new season and it's going to be a different environment. There's going to be new players, and all I can concentrate on is me coming back as fit as possible, and then like I say, I can do what I can do and hopefully show everyone that.
We mentioned obviously Mark Kennedy, but of course Jamie Russell. How have those conversations been with the pair of them?
Yeah, of course. I've spoke to them. Well, obviously Jamie, since the back end of last season, and he obviously wanted me to stay. And I waited. Obviously, I went on holiday, and then when I come back, obviously the contract was on the table, and then I spoke to the manager as well, and between the two, it sounded good and promising. So hopefully it's all good, and we're good to go for next year.
One other thing to consider is, of course, as we spoke off camera, the fans. They were frantically hoping you were going to sign back on. Now that you're here back on, how much does that support mean to you to have that from the fan base?
Yeah, as a player, having the fans enjoy the way you play or being on your side, it's the best feeling. Like being a football fan myself, and I know it's hard, and I know how hard it was for them last season, and like I apologise for that, but hopefully this year we can turn it all around and finish as high as we can, and have a good goal because the fans deserve it. So yeah, that's the aim, and hopefully we can do that.
With that in mind, how are you feeling fitness-wise? How much have you learnt from your first experience in the EFL football? How much are you looking forward to getting going now?
Yeah, good. I think coming in January, it's always hard. Before I come in last time, I had a little injury at Leeds, so coming in I wasn't fit, and then going straight into it and playing and new team, all these kinds of things, it's tough. So it's going to be good for me personally to obviously the next few weeks over pre-season and get fitness and build up ready for that first game. So I'm ready to go, and hopefully then many more of them moments can come.
With that in mind, of course, you spoke about it there, but what are your goals, aims for next season?
My goals personally are I keep them to myself, but score as many goals as possible, assist as many goals as possible, you know, help the team win games, and as a team, it'll be to us finish as high as we can, because we know last season wasn't good enough.
And how much of that is it an incentive almost to sort of come back next year stronger and say, look, we've learned from last year, this is how we're going to play next year, and, you know, prove people wrong?
Yeah, prove people wrong. That's the key word. Basically, you know, we knew last year wasn't good enough. This year has to be better. Can't get much worse really. So I'm sure all the lads who are still here, and there'll be lads coming in, I'm sure we'll all have the same goal, and then we'll work hard pre-season, going into the first game of the season, ready to go, and hopefully it's a successful one.